Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? Hopefully, you're doing good. We had, like, in the middle of the night, it was like 12-ish to 3. We just had a nice little storm coming through. So another rough night. But you know, it is what it is. We can't let it diminish our spirit. Or something, right? Or something. That's a thing. We did have some noises and we got a hype train, but everybody knows there's no hype on Saturdays. Okay. Eagle Gamer, thank you very much for the 74 months. Ultimate Agent with the 12 months. Magnum with the 32 months. Flame Love Girl with the 3 months. And Mysticarius with the 4 months. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. First, obviously, because Corrales is on, we have to go bug Corrales for a second. He's probably on his laptop, but that's okay. We can still bug him, right? Is there any days allowed for the hype? I mean, if hype happens on a day, then, you know, obviously there's hype that day. Just saying. Where is he? What is he doing? It's over here. Is he just sitting there? Like a scrub. Like a scrubby nub. Magnum with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Did he go AFK? As soon as I get over here, he goes AFK. Should we block him in again? I didn't do nothing. I did nothing. Nothing. You can't prove it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Okay? That's all there is to it. Move him somewhere? No. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's AFK there for a reason, or if he just stepped away for a second, or what. And I'm not trying to interfere with what somebody's doing. Okay? So this stream is not real? Wait, what? What happened? What? What happened? Who did what? Oh, I see. Okay, I see what never mind. I'm just you gotta give me a break this morning, okay? Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that copyright strike. Thank you. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do today is we have this farm out here, right? And I don't want it to be out there, so we're gonna put it in here. I think this is about the best place to put it, so we could put the blue one here and then the red one here, right? And then we could farm both, right? And then maybe like a little flippy doodle switch guy here, or a button, just a bloop, or probably a switch, probably a lever or something, maybe. I got a question. What it looks like Corrales Big Eyes at what? You did what? Huh? Okay. So we're gonna need some of this, and then I guess we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do this. So we're basically, I think we're just gonna kind of steal what we already did. Sean Tilly, thank you for the 20 bits. We do have a hype train if anybody is at all interested, at all, or willing and or able. That is the thing that is currently happening. I mean, obviously, I said there's no hype on Saturday, and I don't think I've ever been proven wrong. So, yeah. That's just the way it is, you know? Paralyzed blink. Oh, okay. Is this? Yeah, this should be fine. So we'll put some piston. We should be able to use just regular pistons, right? Because they're pushing against each other. So if we go like this, right? I mean, is that too much? No. No. How are we going to do this? So we're going to have... Hold on, let's go get this over here. Let's grab a couple. Catberry, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Prove me wrong? Psh, please. You know, different days, maybe. Maybe they could prove me wrong. But not on a Saturday. That's not a thing that happens, okay? So, yeah. Alright, so if we do that, we're going to have to leave a space. Which is going to be kind of ugly. But it is what it... Well, I mean, I guess not. We could put slabbages across here and slabbages across here. Because slabs don't make grass turn, right? Or this? Hmm. Bought a vinyl and I was hoping to find... Wait. Bought a vinyl and was hoping to find in a store for a long time today, so def hype today. Nice. I'm happy that you found that. So I think... Catberry, thank you for those. I appreciate it. I think what we'll do is... For the blue side, we'll put this kind of slabbage, right? And then for the red, we'll put this kind of slabbage here. Just kind of tie it together a little bit. Your impulse purchase for the month? I appreciate it. I think that should work. Oh, you know what? We should put something behind it that won't get pushed, just in case they somehow push at the same time. Okay, how did we... I think we literally just ran redstone across these, right? Or behind them? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So we need some note blocks. Definitely don't have any in there. Maybe we got some over here. Bam. Nope. We got one. Son of... Okay. Let's get some... I can't... Do that. I've got like 800 crafting tables around randomly, so okay, there we go. So if we put these there, now you wish lapis slabs existed. There's so many that should existed, but they don't. So, yeah. And then observerinos go here. And then redstone block goes here. And then we're gonna have to replace this as well because, wait. Oh, we need a piston here. Yeah. and then we run redstone here. Which that, if we're gonna put the storage for it here, huh? A rip hype train. You served us well. Okay. What do we so we need redstone block. Right. That goes there. That goes there. And then redstone stuff at some point. This goes like that. So let's do some quick testing. If this actually works, it should, but will it? It do. Nice. Okay. That stop. All right, so it does work. And then we're going to need some kind of collection underneath. We're going to need a bone meal system. Can we bone meal it from up top? Is the question. I feel like this is too big for like how much bone meal does. But that should be okay, I think. No, that's where the... Okay. Bondi, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Just stick that there. Okay. Oh, you know, we need light back here of some description. I mean, for now, that'll do. I think to bone meal it from the top, we have to bone. What am I? Dispenser. So we'd have to go. Oh, that's not it. Oh. God, I feel like we'd have to bone meal it from the bottom. So this could, because I was planning on doing auto collection, right? But we may just do manual collection, just run it when we need it, and then it'll be fine. Maybe. It's so early, is it? I've been up for 3.5 hours ish. Huh. I mean, it could be a thing where we have on a timer like water that comes down and then flushes that way, and then we could make like this row hoppers, and it gets flushed into the hoppers, and then it goes away. That could be a thing. And then we can switch this out for stairs, because that should prevent. Okay. I think we got something of a thought of a maybe kind of a little bit plan. Right? Right. It's great. It'll be fun. It'll be great. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. So if we do from this side, we go like this. And then this one will have to go that way. And then we'll just put a full block there, right? And so that this is set up in a way that it won't, like when it ends up like this, it's not going to turn it back into netherrack. It'll just be this, or, you know, like the blue stuff. I think that's the way it should work, so hopefully it does. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I know what y'all are so worried about, you know? Like, just have a little bit of faith, okay? I got this. Maybe. It's fine. Because then we could... see, this redstone is still going to kind of screw us. If we have any hope of having storage here. Because then the only thing we could really do is... like, do full blocks here. And then chests and chests. And then the stuff from that side would go to this side. And the stuff from that side would go to here. Right. How did I make my creeper farm? Very easily. Yeah. Magnum with the 100 bits. XP never sleeps, only watches. Right. Thank you for the 100 bits. It's like a stupid, simple creeper farm. Like, seriously. Like, it's stupid simple. The hardest part is the cats. Like, it's so simple. You have cats? Well, there you go. That's the hardest part. So, you're already ahead. Okay. This is the bad thing about not having a plan, is you're just not... it's not planned. Obviously. I mean, I don't know why. It's fine. Oh, you know what we could do? No. No, we couldn't. Never mind. I don't even know why y'all were about to suggest that, but it's not a thing. Okay. I was going to say we could put target blocks here and then redstone here, and that would prevent interference with, like, the hoppers. But if we did that, the two lines would end up running together, and then it would be powering all the wrong things at the wrong time. So really our only option is to move this in on both sides. Which that's fine, because, you know, if you bone meal, it's only going to bone meal like a small area, and so you don't even have to worry about it. You put the redstone below the pistons? I mean, we could technically, I guess. We'd still need target blocks and then have this run down somehow, and then run along the target blocks. Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be target blocks. It could be repeaters, I guess. But the target blocks would sit under the pistons, and then this would run behind. Let's see what that looks like. We should have some target blocks. Because it would have to be here. So we'd have to do this and then get... Can we? Is this a thing that could happen? I don't think it is. No. But maybe. No. What if we did that? Aha! Ha 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 ha. I am genius. Stuff. So then this could go like that, maybe? Dang it! Alright, so that has to be at least a slab. Nice! Okay, that works. Oh, we could face the observer. I didn't even think about that. See, I got all these ideas just coming out of nowhere, man. Like, it's fine. Or wait, can we? No, we can't. No, we can't. No. No, 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 no. That's not a thing that can happen. Because if we put the observer here, although this doesn't have to be here. This could technically be here or here. Actually, no, not there. That would have to be there. No. No, 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 there. Or, yeah. Yeah. It would have to be there. And then we could put that. And then redstone along here. So that could do it. Right? What if we... No. Really? You suck. Yeah, that should work. I like how very sure you are. Yeah, who, me? Oh, I'm sure about everything until it doesn't work, and then I'm still sure that it didn't work. We could just put like a slab or something there if we really wanted to, and it would be fine. But we just have to make sure it activates all of those, which it currently does. And I don't like this being exposed sometimes. Well, no, that should be fine. And then do the same thing over here. Will you get hoppers through? Maybe. I mean, it's here. And really all the... So the hoppers would be sitting... Like, if we did chests, there'd be a chest like that, right? Which means the hopper would be here. Oh, wait. Hold on. And I would definitely want... Oh, the hoppers back here would be an issue, I think. What would happen? Let's see. If we put... So we have some sort of... Like, I'm thinking glass there, right? And then straight above, up here somewhere, would be water. That would be on a timer. And so if we put a bucket there coming down, how far? I mean, that goes pretty dang far. So if we... Hold on. If we had another one on the other side. On the other side. Right about here. Oh, that's beautiful. Because then we could put mud here or something. And that would help us hide. So if we did the wall here like that, and then maybe we could do a wall here. And then if we had hoppers there. We could even put stairs. We could put stairs like that. And then just hoppers. So the reason I was thinking mud, right, is because we have that redstone block right there. And so if there's a hopper here, actually, no, we can't put hoppers there. Because we need to be able to move those. Yeah, those have to move. So we cannot put, no, we can't. It would have to be mud and then hoppers under the mud. Right? Yes. I think that is the thing. So we need mud. Or soul sand. Soul sand would work, but I think mud is our best bet right now. Just trying to think of a better looking way to do this. And I think I have, hold on. I think I have something. So let's get just mud across here. So if we had something like this. So say we had, where? So here. So we'd have to be like this, right? And then we had another row of stairs like this. And then the actual wall here. Obviously that's not going to be the wall. The wall would probably be more of this, just, or, you know, this type of block, just kind of chilling here. Because we could put hoppers under that stair. And so everything will get washed down into that. Like that. And then it'll get slurped up by the hopper. What do you think? I think it's cool. I think it works. Hopefully. And then we got to filter it because there's only certain things that I want. And by certain things, I mean, I only want the fungus. And so the fungus would go toward the middle here, right? So this would be all fungus. The rest of it would get turned into bone meal and sent back to the farm, ideally. Which means we can run the bone meal from underneath. And it'll be fine. You know? I think it could work. I think we have a semblance of a plan. Yeah. And then we'll have to figure out the timer for the, but that can like sit on the roof, and then we can just have a couple of dispensers like right here in each corner. We had a dispenser there and a dispenser here, right? And then just every so often it just flushes. I think that's good. I think we did something here. Savagified? Savageified? Thank you for the prime. White Viper, thank you as well for the prime. Inching closer to that sub goal, which is nice. Yeah, that should work. Hold on, let's... This isn't set up. Let's set this up real quick. Okay. Target block. And then redstone. Obviously, we'll have like that. Oh, look at that. That's so you get a little. Oh, actually, you know what? I could hide that. Oh yeah, I could hide that. Hold on. we can hide that. Ah! If we put the stair this way, then you don't see the block at all. It's a thing. So then we're like this. We're gonna say a full block there. No, that could stay. We do that. And then we'll do that, because holy annoying. Oh yeah, look at that. Mm-hmm. That's party. I like it. And then probably just have glass right across the center here with full blocks here, just to kind of set it back a little bit. The glass in the middle. We could even, let's stop this. We could even get some kind of stair like this. And then glass on top. And then that way we still get light inside. But they're not like hyper visible. And so it would basically look like that. But then you don't get to see the... Huh. No, I think just glass. I think glass will be fine. Glass is fine. Full block, glass. Right in here. Yeah. Where's the nylium conversion block? We'll worry about that in a bit. I'm more concerned with getting the farm itself to where it's gonna be a farm, and then we can worry about converting it all to nylium. So, because whatever we do here is going to be copied over here for the red one, right? So we're going to have to go underneath to filter, which means we should put in a beacon. Yeah. Bacon. Ooh, bacon. Okay. We could put a bacon. Put it here. So if we start it, say there. What's up, Kaz? What are we doing today? We're making farms, bruh. You know what else I forgot to do? Son of a biscuit. I'm such a bad content creator, you know that? This is why I need your, y'all buying merch and stuff, is because I suck at content creation. So, like, I gotta pay the bills somehow, you know? And even if you're not interested, you could do, giveaway, and you could give it to people in the chat, and then they could be all happy about it. Just saying. Are we looking at light levels? Okay, we're good. Sweet. Okay, so we have hoopers along here. Where are we going to take it to filter it? Actually, no, that one can stay. So we would need hoppers here. Into a filter, we'd need to run this redstone underneath as well. I think we got to run it from both So wait, how do no? We just have it on an observer. Yeah, that's fine. Fitz giving away a FedEx Speed Delivers coffee mug. If you're at all interested, exclamation enter. If you already have one, whether it be on the way or not, please do not enter. Give other people a chance. Okay? Other people would like to have stuff too. So it falls under the just don't be a dick. You know? Just give other people a chance. Okay. And then some light. Yeah, so we'll have... Oh, how are we going to get the bone meal? Because we're going to need a way to get bone meal in from out here, but also from any composters down below. You can use it for tea. You can use it for 20-ounce shots of something, which if you're doing that, you got bigger problems than not drinking coffee. Just saying. Dang it. How are we looking? So we've got plenty of space under there. Congrats, Mr. Sheeps. Follow the link, enter your code, or enter your credentials, just so we can verify it is in fact you. And you got yourself a mug. That you don't, it says coffee or tea, or whatever you drink out of it. You can just set it on a shelf and never drink anything out of it ever. It'd be weird, but you could do it. Witchy on the Twitchy, thank you very much for resubscribing. Okay, so if we put, let's say here, and then we need more redstone-y bits, but that should be here. Aha! Oh wait, no. Ow, son of a biscuit. Okay. Much better. That there. New York Gamer Girl, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you. And then let's mark that one. So we know where it is. And then get some of these. So this is gonna have to go. Like, wait. This needs to go. Like that. Aha! We have done it. So. I mean, that's like as center as you can kind of get, I guess. But what? We could do two. Oh, hold on. The brain place is doing brain placey things. Okay? I know. It's scary. I know. It's okay. I know it's scary. So if we... Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to take that out. No, that's... No, we'd want to separate them the other way. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that looks better. So if we put one there and one there. I know it's going to be a nightmare trying to get them to go at the same time. Actually, we could feed... Yeah, we could feed bone meal in from somewhere. I don't even. That's great. Because I was thinking we could power this one from here. I mean, it's, you know, it's fine. If we go zerp and zerp, and then we could power this one. If we go zerp, nope. And zerp. So that would power that one. That would power that one. And then we could technically feed bone meal right through the center here. And then that way we just get more coverage with the bone mealing of things, right? All right, Aries, have a good one. Choosing sleep over XP, that's fine. That's fine. I guess it's good to have priorities or something. Yeah, so we could bring bone meal. How are we gonna do this? See, these are things I've never done before, and so it's gonna, you know, it takes time to kind of finger it out and stuff, you know. Lady Blade with 46 months says, "Oh yeah, Saturday morning and a new FedExB coffee mug. Nice. It's nice, isn't it? It's really nice." Do you remember sleep? I feel like I had sleep at one point, but so actually, well, how are we looking over here? We could. Because like I say, we want the fungus to go here. And we want everything else to get turned into bone meal and get sent back into the farm. No, the hoppers shouldn't, because it's a full block. So they shouldn't pull anything in. If it was a hopper minecart, yes. Yes, it would pull through. But actually, let's grab a hopper. Let's grab some hoppers. I mean, the shifting may have a potential to, but like if we had hoppers going like this, say, right? And so we had the bone meal there, or coming in there, and then we just it should be fine. Because it's not it's a full block. Anyone else hear soft music? Or yeah, it's Minecraft music. Which we could do it that way. We could have a hopper there, coming this way. And then do a dispenser dropper thing coming up like that into the hopper. And even we could, maybe we could do it like that. A double chest. There's no room for a double chest. I mean, there's like down in, you know, like maybe down in the down, but up here, there's not. I was just thinking, at least maybe, well... Maybe what we could do is just make this easier on ourselves, maybe. And then put... Because like I said, we got to be able to feed it ourselves as well as from the farm. Yeah, I was thinking 2 dispensers. Yeah, two dispenser tower things. But now I'm trying to think of like, how can we do this better? If we put... No, that wouldn't work either. Crap. Because I was thinking we could put a chest here. And then if we need to give it bone meal, we give it bone meal. But then how do we get the farm to put bone meal in the chest? I mean, we could come up the sides with like hoppers and droppers and things of that nature. Like that. Maybe. Thank you, whoever just ordered that mug. I appreciate it. You said it would be manual, though. No, so... No. I want to be able to manually give it bone meal. Like, if it's not keeping up on bone meal, I want to be able to just, like, bloop some bone meal into it. Just to, you know, keep it going. But ideally, it would just run on its own bone meal. And so I think we would have... I mean, the other option... No, that wouldn't work either. Well, it's going to be making bone meal. Because the only thing I'm keeping is the fungus. And so everything else, the vines, the trees, everything, like anything else that drops would be turned into bone meal and put back into the farm. Could you put the chest into the sidewall? Maybe. And then up here, we would have some kind of timer mechanism for when the farm is on to flush everything toward the back. I've seen the... Wait. I'm thinking we could get away with the chest here because there would be hoppers under the chest coming this way and into the dispensers. And then if we can get dispenser tower thing with the bone meal made to come up and put it into the chest. Short of that, yeah, how would we do that otherwise? So if we put a water stream thing there, and then we put a hopper there, would the water stream pop it up into the hopper? Probably not, right? Okay. All right, let's tackle one thing at a time. So we need to collect things, right? And filter things. So we're gonna have to come down quite a bit, actually. Because we gotta filter it. We don't need a filter for the fungus. We just need a filter for everything else. Which I think it'd be easier to filter the fungus and not filter everything else. Oy vey. G Ninja, thank you very much for giving that sub. Doing this stuff with very, very limited redstone knowledge is not the easiest thing ever. I don't know if you know that. It's really not. So we definitely have hoppers coming down, and we're going to be limited by hopper speed. So that's another thing we have to keep in mind. The path is at that level. So we have to go deeper. Well, so the reason I was thinking of dispensing in the chest is because if it's producing bone meal faster than it's using bone meal, which I don't see that happening, there's at least a buffer chest, so we aren't spitting bone meal all over the place. You know what I mean? Skulking Ghast, hello. Because everything I've built has a trash, just in case. Like even this thing here, there's a trash here. These farms, depending on their side, they have a trash on both sides, right? And so this trash handles everything on this side, including this, and then the trash there handles everything on this side, right? So everything has a trash. Because I'm not trying to be the one that makes the server unplayable for people. And so I'd like to kind of keep up with that. Nowadays, you're finding every hermit on Twitch? Yeah, we try to hide on Twitch. So the fact that you're finding us means we're not doing a very good job. Thankfully, nobody's made a website that links, shows, gives all of the Twitch and or YouTube links, because that would be unfortunate. Part of me wants to... Oh, how are we going to do this? If we pushed everything off into a water stream, the water stream went that way. We could filter over here, spit everything back out that we need to. Bone meal could go one way over this direction somewhere. The fungi can go this way and into the storage. So if everything falls, we just have that upper stair. Falls into a water stream. Water stream takes it, cross filters. Right? I think that would work. I think it would work. Yeah, I think that's the plan. So we'll filter off this side because when we get to this one, we can filter off over here and do the same thing, just like in reverse. You know what? I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's gonna be mostly me just kind of staring and being like, crap. Okay, so that's something we gotta worry about. So we're gonna have to go down. Crap on a crack. Lisa Bean, thank you for ordering that. Hopefully you enjoy it. So we'll put that there just so we know what it is. So the water would come this way. We could go one higher, I think. So if we did the water there, because we have plenty of room here to cut it off. And then it would come... Oh, no. Well, we'd have to do it here. Because we'd have to come into a chest here. And then we'd have hopper. Or no, hopper here. A hopper line like that. With... Can't drop out though. You can. Yeah, we can drop there. So what I would do, hold on, let me just so just so y'all see what kind of craziness is going through my brain pan right now. This stair would continue to be here. Oh, we do need blocks there. Can you piston push? Let's find out. Oh my god, I have so many things in my pocket. Okay. Shelves. Because if you could push piston or push shelves, then that should work. So if we could do this. Hold on. Crap. Nope, gotta. Wait, why? Oh, you can't push shelves. Crap. You know, it'd be really nice about now some vertical slabs. You can piston push trapdoors. That could be a thing. What if we did... I mean, trapdoors are not ideal, but... it's an option, I guess. right? You can push. Yeah. So that could work, and then that would allow us to drop off the side. Like that. Which means we can make that a full block. Basically like that. I mean, with the way this is moving, I think we could technically... Well, no, that wouldn't... No, wait. How? Hold on. Part of me feels like I should just stick with the hoppers. The hoppers are never going to keep up. There's just no way. So there will be stacks of items just chilling. Whereas if we did a water stream, we could have it kind of circle around and keep, you know, going over to where it eventually filters through. So I feel like a water stream is the best option. And whatever, we're gonna see that. It's fine. I don't care. So let's put that back. Wait, what? Oh, right. So what is your deal? Ah! There. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is becoming a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, so water stream there, pushing it this way. Oy vey. Well, let's get a different way in. Let me out. Let's go this way. So then we're gonna have to plan the water stream. And actually, the water stream could wrap around... Well, no, because we're gonna have something there. Because that brings me back to putting the water, or the thing here. Then we run the water stream this way. Right? Closed caption. Yeah, closed captioning is what the CC stands for. Yeah, so if we run it that way.
F when recrack ref when recracker f when recracker f to the one to the rick to the racker. Spitting some rhymes while the fixture is down. Bad sinus headache is making her frown. Neighbor dog barking like there's no tomorrow. All of it combines to bring Ferks to sorrow. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gotta stomp tromp diggly domp. Fool. F to the one to the rick to the racker. F to the one to the rick to the racker. F to the one to the rick to the racker.
Stomp. Wait, what? You gotta stomp, tromp, diggly, domp. Did you taught Eminem everything he knows, didn't you? That's great. Oh, actually, if we put... This is where the filter should be. Here. And like I said, all we got to filter is the one thing. Everything else can go straight into Hopper, straight into composters, and then out of the composters back up to in there, right? I think that's the way to do it. Yeah. So we'll filter here. We'll have one filter for 2 filters for the fungus, and then 3 just straight hoppers going into... Because, I mean, if we lose some of the fungus, it's like, whatever. As long as we're, you know, coming out ahead, right? Currently, it is me and 2 AFK people. That is who is online. So the water would be running across there, and then we could just... Let's go back one more. So the water would be here. On top of that block, coming over back into the start-ish. And it doesn't even have to be the start. It could literally come back, like, over here. Like, because if the filters are here, the water could just come back this way and get into here and come back and then continue on its merry way. Okay. Okay. I think we actually have concepts of a plan now. And you know what? That's obviously good enough for me. Who needs actual plans when you can have concepts of a plan? What perks do what? My eye feels like it wants to pop out of my skull at the moment, hoping Benadryl will help. What are you doing, woman? You know, if you just stopped whatever it is that you're doing to make that feel that way, then you'd feel a lot better. It's pretty simple, really. No, we have a bit of an inside joke where it's like mind over matter. 'Cause yeah. Yes, you can. That's what we do. We control the weather. All right, so hoppers would be there. So let's figure this out. It'd be skating across that way. So we would need, yeah, hopper there. Which that should work. So if that's the filter hopper, then there'd be a hopper below. Then the comparator would be up there, which gives us plenty of room under all of that to have stuff. Holy crap, man. This has been a nightmare. I don't know if you know that, but... And then we'll have two filters for that. And then, like I said, the 3 just going straight into composters. Because we are going to get some of the red fungi out of the blue farm, and we'll get some of the blue fungi out of the red farm, but it's not enough to even consider. So it'll just go straight into... And actually, we could do 4. If we did 4 composters, well, I mean, we could do it. We could do a ton of composters, actually. So if this is all composters, then we won't have such a buildup. I like that. I like that idea. And actually, no, we weren't going there. We were going to bring the water there. Okay. Okay. So we go. Very confused there for a second. Water runs this way over to there. That's the path. So yeah. So water will be running on top of the stone brick. And then if we bring it back this way, it'll tie in here and then just continue that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's another mushroom farm. So this side's going to be the blue mushroom, and then this side will be the red. So blue over there, red over there. Blue storage here, red storage here, I think. We haven't gotten that far yet. This is all completely just unplanned. So, yeah. And I just keep getting full of garbage. Mostly dirt. Crap. Stupid dirt. Okay. So, let's get these set up. So if we're going to have a hopper there, then we need a block there. So it's comparator, redstone, redstone. Like that, right? 3, repeater, torch, right? Why? It seems right. Yeah, okay. Sometimes I'm like, no, that's right. And then other times I'm like, no, it's not. All right. So then hooper hoppers facing that way. Let's get those in there for now. And then we can have hooper hopper there. These hoopers are going to just point straight down. I think we'll have... composters just like right there, and then more hoppers there. Because like I say, that we don't need to filter. Yeah. Hoopers. Hang on. Alright, so we go boop, boop. And then we need hoopers. Actually, maybe we should just do it here. I think that's a better plan. So if we have hoppers here, and then we'll have a water stream carrying stuff that way, and then it'll go across 5. I think that sounds better. Maybe. I mean, I feel like we're on to something sometimes, and then other times I'm like, am I doing things? Like, or is any of this gonna work? It might. Okay, so let's put. We're gonna need a chest there. And then we're going to need fence there, or just something that doesn't take up a full block. Could even do like upside down stairs. I think. Pretty sure. So the items will slam against... Well... wait. Huh. For anyone to ask, could I go to literally anyone's base? The answer is no. I don't care whose base it is, where it is, what it is. The answer is no. Because I don't know what they've done, what they've shown, what they haven't shown. And I'm not going to be the one to show it. So that's, I think this needs to move here. This needs to come over one. At least. Yeah. Yeah, so we need... this. So... hopper. Like that. And then... Wait, that should have been there, but whatever. So I'm thinking the issue is going to be because all of this stuff that comes off of here is going to go flying over and hit this wall. Right? Kinda. It'll end up like more toward the middle, and it's going to need this extra time to get... I mean, maybe not, but I just don't want to take a chance. So if it comes sliding over this way... So if we do this... And then we have chests there. So let's make all of this ice, I think, just to get things scooting. Ah! So all of that is ice. So we'll have a water stream from here to... here. Oh, wait. I mean, if it goes around the corner a little, no. How far is that? I need to see how far that water is going to run before I do anything. So let's just... let's do that. Ah, son of a biscuit. All right, so if we have water there, which should be fine. Nope. Oh, we would need it further over, actually. We know that. I think we would need it there, wouldn't we? So that'll push it there. I'm just worried about a dead spot where stuff's going to clump. That's all I'm worried about. honey block? Oh, for the side to get it aligned. That could work. Yeah, that'd be fine, but like getting this, because there has to be water here, or at least here, at the very, you know, like to push it that way. So the basically, if we have like say a trapdoor there, which it wouldn't be a trapdoor, and then we have, I think we were doing a full block there. I mean, no, it should be fine. Because there's going to be a full block here. And so the water's going to push and go, well, no, so it would drop like right there. And if it drops there, it's just going to sit there. And then things that come this way might clump. And then we'll just get a whole bunch of trash right there. Crap. Okay. So the only way to fix that is to make that go one block that way. So that way this can run its full length. Have a space and then water there going that way. That's the only way to fix that. So that block stays. So yeah, wait, no, this. Yeah, it's the only way to do it, I think. So the water can be there. Yeah, we need to go one more. Okay. And this is why we test. Oh wait, it can't. Crap. Or can it? No, because that is that. And we need that. Crap. So if we go one more this way, we run into that. And we can't move that. That's got a piston on top of it. That's powering the piston. I mean, I feel like dropping it down is probably the only option. Yeah, you can use chests, you can use sea pickles, you can use, you know, there's a lot of things you can use, but this block cannot be changed. So I can't put sea pickles there, I can't put a chest there, I can't put anything. So it has to either end here and come this way, which it can't. Yeah, so it has to come over this way, and the only other way to do that is to drop this down a block and then use some kind of alignment block there, so it'll come flying off, hit that drop into water, and then get pushed that way, which I think that is the best way to do it. So you would have like a water source there, pushing this way. At least I hope they would They should. They should be moving fast enough on the ice that they could come flying off and smack the like a chest or whatever is here. And then be aligned perfectly on the edge of the block and then continue this way. I mean, there's only one way to know for sure, right? So. Yep. So the water would be there. And this, I think, would become ice. And ice. And then we would have hooper hoppers. There. And then more ice. Coming this way. And then we don't need another alignment item there. We do need one over here. So this will come like that. It'll be, wait, no, that's not going to work either. Crap. Wait. Why didn't I think of this before? Hold on. Why don't we just move this back a block? We have the technology. Oh my god. Just straight up trash in my pocket. Where did... Oh. Okay. So we'll add a block here. And then we'll have the pistons here. So that just moves it back a block, which we need. Back a block. Like that. And then... like that. So we'll have... Is this disconnected? Oh, I gotta... Okay. Okay. I got this. Everything's fine. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Dang it. Hey. Son of a biscuit. And then obviously this needs... There. Aha! Son of... This has been more suck than it should have been, honestly. Okay. There. Now we don't have to go down at all. Right? Right. Yeah, because then this water stream comes... Okay. Yeah. Oh, I feel much better. Okay. So this would come to there, and then come this way. I feel much better about that. So then that gives us space. We can put a sign right there. And then water there going that way. Alignment thingy over here. Yay. Yeah, piston will push 12 blocks. So we're fine. Yeah, so we can just throw a chest, a double chest or something right here. All the items get pushed against it. And then we have hooper hoppers here. I feel a lot better about this. And then under that, wait. No, yeah. Wait. No, that's, yeah, that's right. Right? I mean, that's right, but because ideally we want these to come down into dropper or into like droppers or dispensers, which are going to spit it into a water stream that then goes up here and then gets filtered down through this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Ow. All right. Comparator. Redstone I've got. We need to get... And all of this needs to become fence or something anyway. All of that. Or at least something not a full block. And then redstone. Did I not grab son of a biscuit? Oh, right into my gubbins pile. Who put that there? That's not what I meant to throw, but whatever. Peters. And then the filter should be here, right? Yeah. Perfecto. So good at this game. Hello. Filter. I mean, we're probably not going to... We might, actually. We might just use the stairs. That's fine. So that should work. We'll come down. It, like I said, dispensers, whatever. Spit it into a water stream. That water stream will go where it needs to go. And then water stream continues this way. We'll plug into here. So we would need alignment item here, fences there. Or whatever. Like, honestly, we could just do... Wait. The water's... Yeah. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. No, we need water. Oh, no, water. Yeah, that would be fine. Okay. That's fine. So, alignment item... Wait, no. Alignment item... Yeah, there. Yeah. And then that gets pushed back into here, and then it makes the circle again. And it just keeps going around and around and around and around. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Why is this such a pain? Like, I bet there's people on the server currently that'd be just like, oh yeah, bloop, 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 done. And I'm just like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But such is life, right? So we'll come to there. I think go to there. We'll do... I mean, we could do... Yeah, I think that's fine. We have 5 hoppers here. Pointing down into composters. Or even into chests into composters. I think that might be the better. So we'll do 5 chests with a hopper underneath into a composter. And then we'll send that bone meal up here somehow. Right? Right. Or at least that's the idea. I think the best way to do this is to spit it over this way and then go up. And then over. And then in this way. Ish. But like I say, we still got to figure out too. Is the timer for those to flush. And only while the farm is running. We don't want to just randomly, just randomly flushing. That's not a thing we want. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's as long as they get aligned, that's all that matters. Far side, near side, it doesn't matter. We're doing far side, technically, because there'll be a chest or something here, so they get pushed up against the chest and then go down. Either one, honestly, doesn't matter. And then they're just gonna come down. They're gonna slam against the wall, no longer aligned, and then they'll come over here and get aligned again. Is basically what's going to happen. Actually, this needs to be... Wait, did I do that right? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. The hoppers need to be here. And then that needs to be ice. And then that needs to be something that will stop ice. Wouldn't that be nice? You just put down a thing, no more ice. Alright. Or stops water. Water! I mean, ice is water, right? Up there we could do sea pickles. All right. I think we're kind of onto something here. Sorta. So this row here needs to be fence. I'm just going to use fences because that's what I always use. Ow. We should have some kind of fences or something. Actually, you know what? Let's go bouge. We're gonna bouge it. Nope. Nope. Wait, don't I have a bunch of... Do I ever... Wait, what? There's some. I mean, it could be anything, like anything that blocks water that's not a full block. Son of a... Those are waxed. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Do I have a bunch of fences of some description? Could do shelves. Aha! Spruce saves the day yet again. All right, so alignment, fence. Wall comes over, alignment, and these should be fine because there's no redstone here that should interfere with it, because the only worry here is these activating and being, you know what, we're gonna take them out. Yeah, and that should work. So then we'll have water source there, alignment item here. So we'll just do chests. Oop. Storage is why I don't play vanilla Minecraft anymore. It's so painful, it ruins everything else. Wait, what? It's not that bad. And this isn't like this isn't storage. Like this is a farm that needs specific things. Like if it was just storage, it would have been done by now. Maybe. Maybe. There's a good chance we'd still be going. But, so we go boop and boop. So that should align it that way. And then if we boop one in here, that should align it that way. Now all we need is what? Oh, and oh crap, science. Do I have? Okay. Perfect. Spruce, saving the day, like always. So sign, we'll put a sign right there. And then water. So we're gonna, well, I guess we can't really test it yet, but. I mean, theoretically, everything should work. I mean, we got to get water here, which means a sign here. So the items will come here, get pushed that way, right? So if we go boop, yep, right up against the edge, it'll come that way. And then come back, it'll make circles, which is what we want. Okay. One more bucket. Oh, what? 4 golems. Burning in the lava. I was playing on the season 9 seed. Do you happen to remember? It was in, so there's So the train, right? That's underground. It's at, like if you're facing the train, like if you're in the cave facing the train, like where you can see the most of the train, the side that the elevator's on, elevator shaft. If you're facing that, it's to the right, like up in the side of the, it's like in the side of the cave, like up in the side of the cave. That's about as close as I can get you. It's been a minute. So, and then that should do that. And then, like I said, it gets pushed back into there, and then everything is hunky-dory, I think. I don't know who thinks Dory is hunky, but, you know, to each their own. You know what I mean? Like, if you see Dory as hunky, then, you know, that's on you. I don't make the rules. Okay, so we need to get rid of some stuff in our pockets first and foremost. We're gonna need a seed block, but we'll get that from, like, actually we should have it in here. That is it, right? Yeah. We don't need the mud, so we'll put the mud over here. We do need a kappa. Am I more of a builder or a redstone? I've been building this farm for the last 2 hours. So yeah, I'm definitely a redstoner. That's me. I just, you know, redstone is, it's in my blood. It's what I do. No, I would say I'm a builder, but I'd like to, you know, there was a time I wouldn't even try taking on something like this. I would look up a farm and then go from there. But I got sick of doing that, and it felt like that's things I could be doing. You know what I mean? And so I spent a lot of time trying to learn redstone. Wait, is that? No. Spent a lot of time somewhat learning redstone. And yeah, now we're here. Son of a biscuit. So that'll be like that. This is technically a full block. And then that would technically be a full block. Oh yeah, we need another one, don't we? Right about there. I mean, I don't like seeing... Well, I guess I could get rid of that. No, because if something ends up on that block, we want it to be pushed off, you know? And so that's what it's doing, is it's sweeping it off. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So back here... I want... Hey! It kind of, sort of, a little bit worked. Uh-oh. Oh, no, wait. No, that's fine. Hopefully. I hope that's fine. I really hope that's fine. Oh, crap. What trapped? I don't know. Nah, I'm watching it and I still don't know. Which one is it? I mean, technically, theoretically, none of them should be activating because it's constantly against the redstone block, but I don't see any of them activating, which is weird. Yeah, we hear it, but I don't see it. It sounds like it's right there. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's whatever. Like, it's not gonna hurt anything. I hope. I mean, it could. You never know. All right. So we need some kind of peace of mind. Just constantly full of just crap. Nope. Hello. So I think what we're gonna do for the walls is that it's gonna be a blue room in a blue house. Don't worry, those aren't staying. All right, so how are we gonna do this? As I say, we only want that. We could put just like a, if we put the lever there, right, to turn it on and off, we could, we could put like a thing up here somewhere. So it would activate, it would have to come down, activate this. Which, why didn't I put that over there? There are times that planning should have been done. Because that could go over here. Because then, well, no, wait. I don't. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Anyway, I'm thinking if we could put a lever here that would power something up here. To activate these on a timer. But also send a signal way over here to activate that on a pulse, to just pulse it. But then sometimes when you turn it off, actually, wait, no. Did you hear something about, I don't know, did you? I didn't hear anything. I think you're just no. Nope, not a thing. So just in case you guys didn't know, there's like a website where you could get XP merch, you know, and just, I don't know what else to say at this point. You know, just saying, if you wanted some, they're cool. And that would be cool, you know? Like who doesn't want some XP stuff, you know? There's some fat XP stuff on there, you know, I'm just saying. And we have a mouse mat in the works, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, what I was going to say is sometimes it doesn't end here. The reason it ends here is because I removed the redstone here. Sometimes it will end on that side, and so you would have to activate this side to get the whole thing to activate. So I guess the plan should be to send a redstone into this guy, shoot it down here, and power this one as well. Right? And we could do that with the pulse, right? Like a piston, and it sends a pulse that way, activates, but if it activates both of them. Oh, see, that's a problem. You know what might help your head?
What?
A green tea. I'm purely just thinking of you.
Oh, okay.
Like, I have no ulterior motive.
Yeah, no, nothing at all.
Whatsoever.
No Dunkin' Latte for you at all, was
I mean, you know, if you're ordering green tea already, then, you know, I guess I will struggle through a Dunkin' Latte. Okay?
Okay.
I'm just thinking of you, babe.
Right.
It's all about you.
It is all about me. All right. Love you.
Love you. You know, you gotta think of the people around you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Ah. I've never seen a farm like that. I mean, I've seen a farm like this, right? Like this part, obviously, but the rest of it, I've never seen a farm like this. And so I'm excited to have it if we end up having it. You know? We have to try and figure out a way to make it end here. So everything is on this side. Because you see how it's pushed up against this side right now. This is how we want it to be able to activate it from this side. And always this side without needing something over here as well. Although I guess a button right here probably wouldn't. Like if we had a lever over there, but just a button here. I guess that would be the worst thing that ever happened. I am open to suggestions, by the way. I'm just saying. Do we have a lever? Let's just hold on. Let's do some experimenting with turning it on and off from one side. I think that's where we should start. Let's go get a lever. I think I have a bunch over here for some reason. Not there. There what? Did I move them? I think I saw them and I was like, wait, why are those in there? And then, yeah. So usually, I think the way it usually works is not like that. Wait. What? This side has to go. Hold on. Oh, I unpower it. Oh. 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 Hmm. Wait, but it, wait. Oh, that's a sticky piston, I think. Nope. I think that's how that works. Yeah, the other side's got to be a sticky piston too. Hmm. They should all be. Are they all sticky? Hold on. See, now we gotta go look. I don't recall them all being sticky pistons, but maybe. Ow. Where's block? Piston. And it doesn't say they're sticky. Yeah, they're definitely not sticky. definitely not sticky. Neither is that. But yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. That's just, I just do that to turn it off. But then when I turn it on, I have to, and that's just to turn it off. Shut up. Laughing at me, jackass. Okay. Wait. You know what might work? Hold on. Can we? I mean, we can't. I mean, I'm sure we could figure out a way. But I just think... Wait, hold on. Are you holding? Hold on. We have a thing like that, and just say it's being powered. And then, I don't have. No, let me put that there. That's what I was trying to do when I totally on purpose fell in that hole. We have a thing like that. No, that's not. But I was thinking if we... No. Crap. Have I played Doc Shelter Shooter yet? No. 1 second. Is it even open yet? I thought he was still working on it. Oh yeah, we don't want that anyway, because that was, yeah, that's bad. Oh no. Okay. So the only way to do this would be to run it to here. But even that's not. And then we have the issue with the trapdoors, which means we can't do that. Crap, this shouldn't be this hard. Again, for somebody that knows, it's probably, this is like... Can we do... No. But if we took... Oh, hold on. Because I'm thinking what we need to do is when we go to turn the farm on, we have to activate both of those, I think. Unless we use this side to turn it off. Right, so if we had, let's think about this for a second. Let's get rid of this. Say we had redstone like that. We had a lever there. And so that would technically be on because we would have that. Wait. Yeah, so that's off. That would be on. No. Yeah, that would be on. Mr. Miley, thank you very much for the Prime resub. I appreciate that. Should the redstone block be outside of platform? No. Normally, this is sitting on top of it. So I went off of this farm I have over here. You see. Wait. What, hold on. Wait a minute. What am I? Get out of here. No. Ow. Ow. Oh, come on with the inventory. So would that do anything for us? I mean, kinda. I think if we got, hold on. We got rid of that. If we put a repeater in there, maybe that would... Maybe that would do something. I mean, it's not as fast, but it's the burn the torch? No, the torch is fine. It's double pulsing. Oh. I mean, that's... Wait, did we just do it? Oh, baby, look at that. I do need the observer row, though, to make it do this. Oh, wait, why is it pulsing now? Wait, what? Why does it... Wait, what? Why is it pulsing now? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So, in case you missed it the first several times I explained it, what I'm trying to do is turn the farm on and or off with one lever. And to do that, because sometimes it's going to end over here, and sometimes it's going to end over here. And so to have one lever, we have to have that side activate, even like with... You see? I mean, that's, yeah, I mean, you know, replacing this with blocks, sure, it's, I mean, it's going to be cheaper. Still need some observers, but it's not, it's, yeah. I don't think it's not going to change anything, I don't think. I mean, that's better. Because if we take that out and just rely on updates, it's not doing anything. And so this has to be here for it to work off of one lever. We don't need this here. This can be basically anything. I think, anyway. Maybe not. Maybe that does need to be there. Oh, okay. So that does need to be Or... No, we'll just put it back. Mosquitoes. So that would be off, right? And that's on. I think that's fine. Honestly, like it doesn't... I think it's fine. But that works for us because we can do this. So we have that there. That then turns on. We can run a line up here, have a hopper clock here for these, right? And so every once in a while the farm is on, and only while the farm is on, the hopper clock runs. So I think this will work. I would say he is fighting a building dilemma of his own now. Wait, what? Oh. We're building a small church on our SMP out of cobble and spruce, but I want to spruce it up a bit. I don't know. I don't know. It's the same thing. Less of those. I think that'll work.
There you go.
Baby.
You said you wanted a green tea,
No,
right?
I said you green tea.
Chat heard you said get a green tea.
For you.
No, you said
What the hell I want a green tea for?
they're yummy.
You are smoking something and you're not sharing. Maybe that's what's wrong with your eyeball. Thank you, baby.
It's not poison.
I knew better than to think you were going to get me a green tea.
Did you though?
Oh, I did.
Did you really though? Love you.
Love you. Okay. I think it's fine. I mean, obviously it could shimmy faster, but like that. Now the question is, aha. Chat, I think we got it. I think we got it. But does this mean I can now... I can shut that one up. And that one's not making noise. Okay. Holy balls, that was a thing and a half. But now it's doing what it's supposed to do. No, it's just green tea. Not matcha, just green tea. Green tea is so good for you? Yeah, so is a Dunkin' Latte. Magnum, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Okay. So now we just got to build a thing up there. Let's turn that off. So this... Wait. So that wait a tick. Wait, no, that. Yeah, this is how we want it. We want this to be powered when it's off, and unpowered when it's yeah. I don't know why I was inverting it again. That doesn't make any sense. So if we build like a hopper clock here, we want this powering it so it doesn't actually do anything here. Right? Right. Wait, how are we gonna do that? Because we don't want the water out as long as it takes for the clock to put the water out. You know what I mean? So we would want it to let the water out for like a few seconds and then pull the water back. And then let the water out for a few seconds and pull the water back. You know what I mean? Huh. 48-ounce bucket of dunk a lot. I wish they sold the 48 ounces here. They don't. That's a thing in one state currently, I think. So. Well, so okay. Let me. We want it to obviously farm for a bit, and then we want the water to come up. But we only want the water out for a few seconds. Like long enough, I think, for the water to get... Like, I think once it hits here, essentially, we then... That will, I think, force... You know, it'll spread. And then we want it to pull it back. So maybe like 10 seconds max. We want the water out. And then we want it to go back through, you know, another minute or so. And then 10 seconds of water. Another minute, no water, 10 seconds of water, that kind of thing. It's the mushies, man. Hello, thank you for the 20 bits. Is that state Texas? No. It's over on the East Coast somewhere. Why do you exist? Why do you exist, sir? Or madam? You should not exist. Come here. Be my friend. Is this not enough cats? Is this really not enough cats? Four golems. They're so cute. Yeah, until you spend any amount of time around that many cats with that many meows, and you're like, please, please, just make me go deaf right now. Okay. You know what we could do? Maybe it'll help it look a little bit better. We could put like a slab. Actually, let's get some blocks up top first. And then if we put dispenser, then we could put a slab. Dispenser, slab. Yeah, that looks better, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. Hmm. I don't know if they do or not. I don't think I've ever seen it, but I don't. Do y'all know? Do Golem or do villagers open copper doors? I would imagine they can. I know for sure, and don't ask me how. But they target copper door, like zombies and stuff target copper doors. Don't ask me how. I've only had like 28 doors there. Stupid. So what we want, how do we want? I feel like we're gonna have to, what if we did that and that? We had a hopper clock with a slight pulse extender of just like some repeaters. And then those will detect. If we put the hopper clock here, we have these on like, right? I don't know if that's enough time, though. I don't think it is enough time. Comparator decay? Maybe. Maybe. I honestly didn't think this was going to be this much of a pain. Shoulda known. You know, if we bring it up a block, this should detect, that should detect when this has redstone, right? Oh god, I would like to do things, please. Hmm. It doesn't. So what if we put a target block there? That should work. So if we have redstone on top of the target block and then power. Unpower. No? Really? That it sees. Copper bulb, yeah, maybe. I think redstone lamp would be better though, because I don't want it to toggle. So I think if we put a redstone lamp, so it just sees when it has light and when it doesn't, or when it's powered and when it's not. So if we did that. Actually, we need that. Okay. Took me a second. I was like, wait, is that where that goes? Yes. Yes, it is. Hockey dokie. So let's get... And then if we do... No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I think we need to go one further back. Hello, XP. I'm a very new follower on YouTube and Twitch. Was very surprised how good your videos are. Wow. You thought they'd be trash? Is that what you're trying to say right now? I resemble that remark. No, it's fine. Welcome. Okay. Let's try this again. We'll go there. Yep, trash and leave. Hey now. That's mean. And you. Okay. Maybe. Nope. Wait, what did I just... I feel like we would want... Son of a biscuit. Well, that... No. I'm so bad at redstone. Like, honestly. I mean, that has a good countdown. I like It stays powered too long is the problem. Scheme Cat, thank you very much for the 48 months of resubbage. And Mischievous, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. So the time it takes to move from here to here is the same as it takes for it to move from here to here. So Satin Emerald, thank you for resubscribing. Yeah, the comparators are an extender. So we need to we need the pulse. We need it to pulse into this and then slowly decay is what we need. And so that's what I was trying to do with the piston and the repeater. I wonder if can I... Oh God, no. No. Not gonna happen. There. Wait, no. Crap. Wait, no. No. Hold on. This is gonna be kind of like... No, we'll do it over here. This is gonna be very kind of stupid, but we're gonna do it anyway. So we're gonna have this guy here. We're gonna have this guy here. We're gonna have this guy here. I'm just trying to say, are we gonna need... Yes. Yes, we will. So we're gonna have to go like this. It's about the only way I could see to do it. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Why did it do... Oh, because of those. No. Right? That's why it did that. I think that'll do it. Maybe. Maybe. Aha! Oh, I think. Okay. I'm down. Let's see. That may have been it. Do I have? I don't. Nice. Book it. So we'll put a bucket of water. Oh, we need to... do that. Oh, that is a perfect amount of time. right? Wait, why does it look like it's not going as far now? It's a wild dog. What's he doing? Should I shoot him? No. Yeah, it looks like it's not going as far for some reason. Hold on, let's get another bucket. He says I'm too nice. So if I shot him randomly, maybe I wouldn't be too nice. Oh, wait. Yeah, why is it? We tested this. Like y'all saw, we tested. Why? It was the perfect amount of water. Moving the dispenser up shouldn't make any difference, though. Wait, no, that's not gonna work. So now it's off. Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't make any difference. Because like if the water's there, crap. Oh, it does. Wait, why? Oh, it's because it spreads out. This is actually this bit here and this bit here is actually what's giving the spread. Aha. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We'll move it back down. I was just going for something a little bit prettier, but it's fine. Okay. So that should do it. So it's doing this little shimmy shake. There we go. But look how long that's out. That's perfect. And so we could set the timer, the hopper clock, to something longer, just so it has more time to get like a buildup of stuff. And then even when you turn it off and it's done growing, it does one last flush. Oh, how did I do that? I'm so good at this game. Sometimes. We think. And we haven't even got to the freaking bone meal part. Oh, God. G Ninja, thank you very much for gifting that sub. I appreciate that. So there'll be glass in the front. So all of that is whatever. I'm thinking I'm still kind of leaning toward the chest here. It's just a matter of getting the bone meal up into the chest. No, they're literally marking where the dispensers are directly below those. That's just so I have a visual representation of where the dispensers are underneath. Right there. So what we could do, hold on, we should have some. How are we getting down there now? Did I not leave a way down? Really? So, wait, no, I was gonna do, oh, son. Where? Then I have no hoppers. And then we have it come down like that into more hoppers, into, I think, more chests. I think we'll double up like that. So it's all about just giving space, you know, because the stuff's going to come in faster than the composter can compost it, I'm assuming. And so we just want to be able to have like a little bit of a backlog just so stuff isn't being stupid. And then these will eventually be fungi, and then this will be everything else. So I think we're at the point right now where we can test at least part of it and then figure out what we broke and what we need to fix. Right. And then, like I say, all this kind of junk. Oh, right. Pancakes or waffles? I don't honestly have a preference. Either way. So, oh, we need the bony meals. The meals of bone. Strip the flesh, grind the bone. Did I ever add the chests? Yeah, so the sorting mostly systems should be set up. So the stuff comes in here, gets pushed here, up against this chest, comes down, slams against the wall, comes over this way, up against that chest, comes back this way, gets back into this stream here gets pushed, and then it just makes circles. Let's put chests under these for now. So that should be good, and then we need the filter. And then is there anything in these? Oh, there is. Okay. So that should be all that's ever. Okay. And then we gotta... Oops. Oops. What are we working on? A farm. Warped fungi farm, essentially. And then we need to get redstone in the, or bone meal in these. So we're just testing right now the basic functionality of the farm as it sits. Do that. Oh, I hope this works. Are we taking bets on whether or not this is actually going to work or not? We need light in here too. Well, I mean, this will be glass, so there'll be more light, I guess. All right, here we go. So far, so good. Oh, look at it go! Oh, it's so good! Holy crap, it worked! Sorry about that. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wait, what? Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, that one last flush I actually is a very good thing. Oh, it works! It freaking works! I can't believe it. Oh, I legit, I actually can't believe it worked. Oh my goodness. I really wish these were faster. So it might not be a terrible idea to like add some more. Just because look how much stuff is still just like they're so slow. Like, and we ran for like a few seconds. And it's all just... Yep. I mean, look at that. Holy. Look at that. And I can almost guarantee we didn't get all of them. I'm glad it works because now we have like a temp. This is no bueno. Okay, you gotta become a sign. I should have known. Wait, oh, I threw my signs out, didn't I? Crap. It's fine. I wasn't thinking. Items have a tendency to snag onto basically anything that they can snag onto. So it's just a matter of booping that out of the way and then putting that in there. I don't think it really matters how it goes. That's perfect. Yeah, so now stuff shouldn't get stuck there. Yeah. All right. How we doing here? Okay. Ooh. Test number dose. Just make sure it's actually doing the things. All right, so far so good. Things popping up here will be fixed once we get glass in here. So I'm not worried about that. Wait, what? Why? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. It's not from coming from this way. It's from coming like down and it lands down in there. So I think what we could do is replace that with the slab and maybe that'll give more of a lit, thing there for it to hit. But I think, all in all, I think we're fine. Like, there's a couple there, but not enough to really care about. Cool. Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, we're gonna lose some, but the intent was not to be lossless. So I think losing a few versus what we're getting is fine. I'd say I'd say replace the hoppers on top with more ice. Below those 4 hopper minecarts into a chest and into the compost. Look at that. Versus how much have we used? Oh my goodness. We've used so much. I'm kind of thinking, what if we just switch to 1 in the middle-ish instead of 2? Right? Because it's still got stuff circling around. That's not netherrack. That's you see. So my only concern is bone meal usage. I think if we only had one, this would more than keep up. I think. And so if I just did one in the middle-ish, probably like right there, I think it would be better. Is it still trying? No, so the only time it tries to do bone meal is while this is moving back and forth. So it is technically trying to bone meal, but it can't. And so if it can't bone meal, it doesn't use bone meal. It only uses bone meal when it can use bone meal. So there's no wasted bone meal, except for the overlap, because you can see how close they are, that one and that one. And so right here in the middle, there's definitely overlap to where if, like, say this one bone meals, it's wasted basically in this area. Whereas if there's one in the middle, it gets the full spread, I guess. So I think, you know what? Let's try it. We'll do another test just to see how it works with just one. Probably honestly could have left that where it was. So let's go. And right about there. There. And then we gotta go like that and like that. And it's close enough to the middle. All right, task number 3. I mean, we're still getting a good amount. Look at that. I think we were wasting bone meal. I really do. We're still getting an absolute ridiculous amount. We're still getting way more than those hoppers will handle. Once they fill up. Nice. Okay. I like that better. Less bone meal usage. Which is good, I think. But I think it would keep up for the most part. Oh, this is good. I like this. This turned out far better than I thought it would, to be perfectly honest. And we've got that so far, which is nice. Okay. So I guess we can, but we can close this up. actually. Let's go get some. Oh, wait, let's put some. Do we have redstone bits on us we can put away? Cool. Let's get some glass. Put some glass on it, and hopefully we have glass pane, black stained glass. Do we have more? I don't think there's gonna be any in there. Oh no. Well, crap on a cracker. Anyway, well, I'll cook some glass and it'll be fine. I cooked a bunch of glass and then we used it on some weird gold farm thing. Dang it. Nice. Oh, so good. I really like it. I think it turned out pretty dang good. And then that one last flush, just in case. It doesn't always happen, but I like that it does happen from time to time. Very nice. Yep. It's good stuff. And we're not even done. So there you go. Look at that. We got us some jank stone, which why wouldn't you? You know? That doesn't wait, no, that does, yep, that needs to be there. Nice. Let's go get some glass.
F when recrack ref when recracker F when recracker F to the one to the rick to the racker, mulching away to get the good stuff. No one can say this stream is fluff, chillin' with the bizzle is always a romp, except when Ferks be stomp tromp diggly domp. Cool, Ferks be hoarding all the gapes, let us have them. For heaven's sake. Suppressing the hype like a Twitch gangsta, Ferks is nothing but a trollin' hamster F to the one to the rick to the racker, F to the one to the rick to the racker.
Okay. I don't know exactly what that means, but thank you for using the biddies or using the oh God, I can't even word. Thank you for using the text to speech. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Maybe some light. I was kind of thinking light toward the back. What are we looking at for light levels? I mean, the levels are fine. Yeah, we'll leave it. But thank you for the yeah, biddies. I'm gonna go. It's time. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Okay. Looks like Doc to the 77 of the M's is streaming. So we're gonna go say hi to Doc. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you're not following, make sure to follow on Twitter, or Blue Sky is the best place to follow to keep up to date with all of the things. There is a merch link if you're at all interested, willing or able. Willing and or able. That link is in the chat. There is a brand new cup. It's only a few weeks old. There will be something else coming at the end of the month, or toward the end of the month, hopefully. It will be a mouse mat, brand new design. I just got the design yesterday. So, but I need to get, like, I need to order one, which I did order one. I got to get it in my hands, make sure it's up to snuff before I set it live. So there you go. And then there will be something else. I don't know when. Hopefully soonish. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the stream. He is Doc M77 live. Red Doc. There you go. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See y'all next time.